All right, so you can see my screen,
All
right?
right, so you can see my screen.
Yes.
Okay. So
Okay.
now,
So now,
this is the project I've been working on.
this is the
So
project I've been working on. So
these are our ground floor. So we have been able
these are
to
ground floor. So we have been able to
dimension it properly,
dimension
add
it
our
properly,
components,
add our
and
components,
also
and also
created our elevations appropriately.
created our elevations appropriately.
So let me set this on mute first.
So let me set this on mute first.
Or can you mute your mic?
Or can you mute your mic?
You said?
Okay, don't worry. I think I
Okay,
can
don't worry.
mute.
I think I can mute.
All right. So this is the project I've been working on so far. So now this project is, I would say it is 98% complete, because basically what you need to have in your architectural plan and architectural project is your ground floor plan, which is what we have right here, and then also the roof plan, which is what we have right here as well, right? And then your elevations, your your east elevation, your north elevation, your south elevation, as well as your west elevation. And then we'll also have created our sections. Section 1, which is the horizontal section, and section 2, which is the vertical section, right? And then in the last class, we tried to place the drawings in sheets, right? So we're able to place the ground floor plan in the sheet, right? In the sheet. So likewise, you can place other drawings in the sheet respectively as well, right? So what you simply do is to go over to place them in sheet. Let me go over that process again. So we have already placed the ground floor plan in the sheet. Now let's place the roof plan in the sheet. I think this is a perfect roof plan for me. You can see it's brought out the exact shape of the roof, right? So I'm going to first of all make this grid to appear on both sides. Right? You can see that it's appearing only on one side. So I'm going to select the grid and check the box so that the grid can appear on the both sides. So I'll do that for each of the grid. I'll do that for each of the grid. So I'll do it for the vertical grids as well. So I'll just check the box. Right? Check the box. Right? So after checking the box, so to place this in a sheet, I'll simply go over to, I can either, this current sheet I have here, I can just right click on it and click on I'm trying to rename it, but since let's just create new ones. So I'll go over to the the roof plan rather, and then move over to view, right? And then click on sheet right here. And then we are using, this is the one we loaded in the last class, A3 metric, right? So if you can remember, this is the sheet we loaded in the last class. So I'm just going to select that and then click on OK. So once I click on OK, I can simply drag the sheet from the side. This is the roof plan I want to place in the sheet. So first of all, select it and then drag it into the sheet. Drag it into the sheet. So just make sure it is at the center. When you get the center, you simply click on it. So it is going to be placed in the sheet, right? So like we did in the last class, you can as well edit the names. We're going to call this roof plan, right? Roof plan, right? So just like we did in the last class as well, you can edit the design by, drawn by, you can edit all this information. So you can edit them from here. So designed by, I'm simply going to, I've already put my name before. So check by, I'm just going to check what I put before, right? After checking that, I can simply click on apply and it is going to get applied on the sheet, right? So you can edit all the names, the project number, you can see the project number right here as well. The project number is not here, but you can edit it manually. You can edit it manually. You can say maybe if it's the first project, you can say project number 001, right? So you can edit this one as well. Sheet number, you can say, you can put it as sheet number, right? So maybe, okay, it is not accepting sheet number, apply, right? So it is going to apply there, right? So you can change other things, including your date. This is your date, so I'm just going to use any date. You can change the date. So after making all the changes, it is going to automatically appear here. Can you see? It is going to automatically appear right here. So we can rename it so that it will be easy for us to recognize. So right click on the first sheet and rename it. Let's rename it to ground floor. Right? And let me change the name to ground floor plan. Right? And then click on OK. So we have ground floor. And then the second one, let's rename this one to roof plan. Right? The name is also roof plan. So in like manner, we're going to create other sheets as well. Right? So we move over to sheet again. Okay, first of all, we have created a sheet for ground floor level, we have created a sheet for the roof level. So now let's create sheet for all our elevations. for all our elevations. So go over to east elevation. Now I normally like making this my reference level. I want to reduce it so that it will not be too long, right? So to do that, I'll just select the levels and then click on any of them and then drag all of them inwards so that it is going to be reduced. Likewise, this one, select all of them, click on any of them, and drag it inwards. Drag it inwards. So it is going to get reduced. Right? So, like I explained in the last class, we can shift the elevations left or right depending on how you want it. So if I want it to be rendered, I can simply come over here and click on realistic, and I'm going to see the rendered version of the elevation. So I'll now simply go over to sheet again, US A3 metric, click on it, and then come over here and then select it and then drag it inside. Drag it inside. All right. Exactly. That's cool. So let me just create all the sheets for all the elevations at once before I start naming them. Let me name this one to east. Just call it east. Then the name, let me call the name east elevation. Right? East elevation. Let me do the next one so that I'll be a bit faster. So let me go over to north elevation. So the same thing, I'll reduce the levels so that it will be shorter. Select this one as well. Click on any of them and reduce it. Reduce it so it will be shorter. Okay. Reduce. Select this one as well. Click on any of them and reduce it. Reduce it. So after that, we simply go over to sheet, A3 metric, click on OK. And just simply drag it into the sheet. And then let's go over to sheet here and name it. Rename. Call it notes, right? Notes. So and then I'm going to call the name notes elevation. Right? So and then I'm click on OK. So I need it to be in the rendered view. So I'll go to the elevations and then check realistic. So let me go back to my sheet and see. That's good. So I'll go back to south. Let's go over to south. So reduce this the level. Reduce the level and then go over to sheet. Okay. And then drag the south elevation into the sheet. Right? And then let's go over to sheet and rename. So call it south. And then we'll call this south elevation. Right? That's good. So let's make it in the render view. Go to realistic and render. So let's quickly create the west. This is the west. So okay, you can see the elevation is entering inside. So I want to bring it outside. Let's move it outside. Move it once more. Right? So make it in the rendered version. Go over to sheet, okay, and then drag it into the sheet. Right? And then let's go to call it west. So we call this west elevation, right? And then I'll click on OK. So the last two for the sections. So let's go over to sections, go over to sheets, okay, and drag the section inside. Drag the section inside. And we are going to call it section 1. We have to call it section 1. So the next section, section 2. Section 2, sheet, this, move it inside. Go over to, first of all, section 1, let's put it in the rendered version. Okay, so go over to section 2 and call it section 2. Right? Perfect. Perfect. So everything is inside the sheet right now. Right? Everything is inside the sheet. So you can, of course, make all the editings that are necessary on the sheet, right? You can see in this sheet, you have to go over to change the necessary stuff that needs to be changed, like your design by, your check by, and your approved by, and click on apply. Right? Likewise for your other elevations. So you do them. Let me not waste time on that. So after you have finished creating your sheet, so you know that we have how many sheets now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You have 8 sheets. So to print them out, you simply go over to the Revit icon here, and then go over to print. Just click on this small arrow here and click on print. Click on print, and then Adobe PDF. We want to print to PDF, and then click on select. So we want to select what we want to be in the sheet, right? What we want to be in the sheet. So we want our east elevation, north elevation, southwest, ground floor plan, and then this. Okay, sorry, that's not where we're supposed to select the sheet, not the views. So these are the sheets. You can see the sheet named appropriately here. So the east, the ground floor, right? The north, the roof, the section 1, section 2, section south, and west, right? These are the 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's complete. But I need the ground floor to be first. I need them to be, before I do this, I need the printing to be serially, like the ground floor should come first, then the roof plan should come next, then before the elevation. So I think I can, I don't know if I can move. I might not be able to move them. Okay, no problem. So let's go over to print. come over here to select and select the sheets that need to be printed. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So these are 8 sheets, right? So after I select, I'm just going to save it as, let me save it as my work, right? And then click on OK. Click on OK. So you can see this is going to change to my work. So it is going to print out everything into a single PDF, right? Into a single PDF. So after you do that, you simply click on OK. Then you have chosen to print 8 views or sheets as separate files. Do you wish to continue? Yes, I want to continue. So it is going to, Revit will use eraser printing because this view uses shading. Okay, that's fine. So because I used the rendered version of the elevations, that is why it is asking me this. Okay, this is because my Adobe PDF reader is not functioning. Okay, I'm going to close this. Close. Close. Alright. Try launching and so cancel now. Do not show me this message again. Why is it doing this? I think it's doing it for each of them. So if okay. So if your Adobe Reader, Adobe PDF is functioning, it will not show all this message. So let me use another method. So I'm going to go to print. I'm going to use Microsoft Edge PDF instead of Adobe PDF. So let me go over to Microsoft Print the PDF. Right? So I'm just going to click on OK. Click on yes. So that Microsoft to print PDF is another PDF that I use in this my laptop. So let me save it as 3-bedroom bungalow class, right? PDF. I'm saving it in desktop, so I'll just click on OK. So it is going to show. It is going to save in my desktop view. What else can I save? Okay, it is saving all of them one by one. Saving all of them one by one. So let me call this number 3. We're trying to replace that one. Let me call this number 3. So it is going to be like this 8 times because you have 8 sheets. So call this number 4. Call this number 5. Call this number 6. And it's going to come again. The 7th one. Call it number 7. So I think I didn't. Okay. Call this number 8. So those are the 8 sheets we have. So let's look at them. They are all here in the. I'm not supposed to. I'm going to open with Microsoft Edge, not this video. So they are going to all open with Microsoft Edge. Let's see how it is. All right. So you're going to print them one after the other, right? So this is the south elevation. This one is the west elevation. So they are all here. This one. Let's see. Open with Microsoft Edge. This one is the other elevation. This is another one. This is the roof plan. So that's how you can get all of them in your PDF, right? And then you can print out. So now this is about the plans, right? Now what about the 3D, the elevation, the 3D view rather? So these are 3D view, but then how do we print it out, right? So we will need to render it to a photo or a picture format so that we can be able to attach it to our drawing, right? So to do that, I like to first of all make a compound level, right? A compound level. So let me go over to ground floor plan. So let me just make a rectangular compound, right? So I'll use the floor command under architecture. I'll go over to floor. I'll go over to floor. And then just like the same way I create floor. So I'm going to edit the type and I'm going to duplicate and call it compound floor, right? And then I'm going to edit the thickness is 150. Let me edit the material and use some other material. So let me create a new material. Create a new material. Rename and call it compound flow material. Right? And then come over here. And then let me select under site work. Let me use a kind of a grass material. Right? Let me use this grass material. Okay, use this grass material. Allow it to load. And click on OK. Click on OK. So now let's create the flow. So I just want to create a rectangular flow to indicate when somebody is here. Somebody is here. Okay. I didn't understand. Okay, let's continue. I don't know if it's in already. Okay, so let's create the flow now. So we're just going to create this rectangular flow. Of course, this will depend on this your survey plan or your land boundary, right? So where you can create your fencing and all that. So I'm just going to create this and then click on OK. So I want this flow to be on the step level. That is on the compound level, right? So let's check where it is currently. Where is the flow level? It is supposed to be on the step level. So place it on the step level. Okay, let's see what we have on the 3D. Okay. Okay, let's see what we have on the 3D. Go over to 3D here. Okay, so we just need it. We need it to be on the step level, not on the ground level. And generating it. Yes. So this is what we are going to have, right? This is what we are going to have. So now let's now try to render out this view, right? Render out this view. Remember, you have to take all your sheet out. all your sheet for all your plans before you do this, right? Because this is just for the 3D purpose. Even before you add your fence or any other thing you want to add, these are just for the 3D purpose. They are not supposed to be on the plan view, right? So now to create a realistic view, simply go over to views and then click on this small icon here, and then click on first of all, let's go to okay. So first of all, let's go to the ground floor level. The ground floor level. So we want to take a picture of this building. That's just what we're trying to do. We want to take a picture of this building. So I'll go to camera, right? Save project. And then I want to take a picture from this angle, right? From this angle. So when it's finished loading, you can see the camera icon. So I want to take a picture from this angle. So just click on it and drag it upward, right? When you do that, it is going to load, right? So you simply change it to realistic. So this is what you are going to have. So you can either expand to see more of the view, right? You can expand to see more of the view, right? So let me place it here. So when you're satisfied with it, with what you have done, so you simply click on render. Now this process takes a very long time. So I'm just going to show you how to do it, and then well, I'm not going to start the rendering. So if your system capacity is very strong, right? Maybe you are using a system of 8 GB RAM or 16 GB RAM, right? This rendering, the quality of the picture is dependent on the capacity of your laptop, right? So if your laptop is low, the quality of the picture is going to be low, right? So if your laptop is high, you can use high, or you can use best settings. You can use the best one here. Then when you select best, then you simply click on printer and you select 600 dpi. This is if your system capacity is much. Select 600 dpi so that the quality of the picture will be high. Then under lightning, you can actually select any of them here. We don't have any lights here, so assuming we have lights, we can simply use sun and artificial. So that artificial is the external lights we have. So well, we don't have any lights, so we can just use sun only, right? Now style, few clouds, there are a lot of them, no clouds, very few clouds. So you can use any of them. If you have a background, maybe you have a background of grasses, you can download any background from online, from Google, and just select image, and then select the background from your computer download folder, right? So you can use that as well. But if you don't have any background, you can simply use any of these. Maybe you can say very cloudy, right? And then when you are done with that, you simply click on render, right? So it's going to take, sometimes it can take 30 minutes, can take 20 minutes, or even an hour, depending on the settings that you have put. So once you click on render, it is going to render the image, and you are going to see it under the 3D view. So the same process, you go over to if you want to put that rendered view in a title block, you can simply use the same process and put it in a title block, and then go to convert it to PDF into your system. So the same process applies. But if you don't want to put it in the title block, you can simply come over here and go to export. This is export. You click on export, and you can select images and animations, right? And then select image. So it is going to render, it is going to take it out as an image, right? Not in a title block. So these are the different ways you can do that. So when you have set the parameters, you simply click on render, then it is going to start the rendering process. So that is how you can create photorealistic images of your design, right? So I just did this for one angle, right? So if I want to take a picture from another angle, I'll also go over to my ground floor plan here, go over to 3D view, go to camera view. I can take a picture from the back, right? From the back, click on it, and it is going to show here. So the same process applies. The same process applies, right? So you go to render it by clicking on render, set all the parameters and click on render, and you are going to be done. So all the images. Hello, let me call you back. Let me call you back. So all the images all the rendered pictures you took, they are all going to be shown in the 3D, under the 3D view. So you can see this is the first one I took, which is the front, and this is the one I took, which is the back. So if I want to take more, I'll go to, if I want to take a picture to like, I want to take it from the top, I'm going to go to my roof level, right? If I go to my roof level, let me take a picture from the roof and show you how it's going to look like. So let me take a picture from this angle, right? So you can see the difference between other views. This one is from the top. I can reduce this and I can also reduce this. So you can see the difference. Let's look at other views. This one is looking like as though the picture is taken from a lower level, while this one is looking like as though it is taken from a higher level. So you can take pictures of any level that you want. And even in the rendered version, you can also rotate it to, let's say I want it to be like this. I can also do that and expand this, right? And expand this. So I can modify it however I want, and then before I render it. Now that is about creating pictures. Now, how about creating videos of your project, right? Revit also allows you to create videos of your project, so that your clients can have a feel of what it is going to look like. So to create a video of a project, you also go back to your ground floor level, and then under the 3D view, you now go to walkthrough, right? You click on walkthrough. Now I want to create the part of the walkthrough, like where the video is going to be going through, right? So I want to create, first of all, I'll make sure that everything is on my screen. So I want to create a video such that it is as though somebody is entering inside, right? So I'm just going to click outside and then just be going randomly, right? So I'm going to go into the entrance, just be going randomly so that you can have the view, all the views can be covered. Go randomly. Let me go to the dining. Look at the dining. Let me go over to this bedroom here, right? Just be clicking on it as you are going. Be clicking as you are going. So let me look at the toilet, and then let me come out from the door, and then let me come out from the door of the bedroom, and then let me go over to the kitchen. Let me come out from the kitchen, and let me go over to this bedroom here, and then I can come out and then go over to this bedroom here, right? I can also visit the restroom, and I can come out, and then I can come over here to the dining, go over to the living room, and then come out of the house, right? So I can come out of the house and I can decide to look at the exterior of the house, right? I can decide to look at it like this. So when I'm satisfied with how the views will be, I'll just click on finish walkthrough. Finish walkthrough. Now you can see this is the part, the walkthrough, right? So just click on it, right? Click on it, and then come over to, okay, it has disappeared. So it is already created on this place. So you can see it here, walkthrough. So still click on it, double click. You can see how it's going to look like. So let me see if we can play it. So go to edit walkthrough. Edit walkthrough. So I want the frame to start from number 1. You can see there are 300 frames. So let it start from number 1. Right? Close this. So let it start from number 1. So when I do that, come over here to edit walkthrough and then click on play. Let's see how it is. But before we clicked on play, I would have done something. But let it finish first. I'm going to show you something when this finishes. Let it finish. You can see it is too fast. I can actually reduce the speed so that it will move slower. Okay, that's finished. So what I wanted to do, I wanted to set it to the realistic version so that you can see the, let me also increase the size. Increase the size so that okay. Okay, I think this is good. So after increasing the size, what do I do? I can play it. First of all, for it to be slow, you can see it was fast. For it to be slower, I'll simply come over to this 300 frames and I can increase the number of frames. The higher the number of frames, the slower the video will be. So let me increase it by ×3. So make it 900 and then click on OK. Right? Click on OK. How it is. So it is dragging the system down because, and also I expanded it too much, so it is not looking. I hope this thing doesn't crash the system. I expanded it too much. With different frame numbers rather. Instead of increasing by times two. So that it is affecting the system. So by the time you have exported it out as a video, of course you can maybe you can add music at the background playing so that it will be interesting. I expanded too much. That's why it is like this. I expanded it too much. So it is counting there and also counting the 98%. All right, so this one is done. So quit editing, right? So after you are satisfied with the video, I would have done it again, but maybe by reducing the. But after you are satisfied with the video, you simply come over here and go to export. Just like you export your images or your pictures, you can actually export the walkthrough as well, right? So export all frames, 15 frames per second. Total time is 1 minute. So you can change the dimension if you want it to be landscape or portrait, anyone. And then you can now click on OK. This might take more time also. So when you click on OK, it is going to export to your laptop or your desktop rather. So you can also change the visual style. Of course, you want it to be realistic. So you have to ensure that it is realistic. So you click on export. when you click on export, it is going to ask you to save it. So you can save it as AVI file or any of the files here, and then choose where you want to save it on your desktop, and it is going to save, right? So that is how you can create your video walkthroughs on Revit, right? So with this, we can say that we have come to the conclusion of this project. All our PDF files are on the desktop, so you can print them out as you wish, and then you can also get your videos and your images as well. So, any questions so far? Any questions so far? You have a lot of practice to do, a lot, a lot to be able to get it properly. You have a lot of practice to do, so just take your time and be going through the videos one after the other. Any questions along the line, you can use. Maybe if there are some parts that are not clear on the video due to network issues or due to maybe the laptop not functioning properly, I can always recreate that video, that part, and send that across. All right. So, Mr. Kamuru. Okay, so if there are no questions, we can call it a night. All right. We'll call it a night. So we'll see on Friday we are going to start a new project. We're already behind the schedule. Yeah, it's okay, Mr. Kenneth. It's okay. And you didn't join the Prota structure class as well. I noticed you're not online. Oh, true.
I went to field today.
Okay, to the field. Okay.
Yeah, so we're doing some monitoring. So I'll be on field at least up to Friday.
Oh, you've been in the field up to Friday.
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
So I'll be coming late.
Okay.
I'll be coming late. So, but I hope when the video is ready, at least I can work, and then the next class I'll.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Is that right?
Yeah.
How is the Revit going so far?
Yeah. I'm on it, most more. I will forward everything to you when I'm done.
Okay, when you're done, right?
Yeah, I will just send it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
No problem. I know it takes a lot of commitment, honestly.
Yes. And then the workload also is trying to stir some of our time more.
That's the problem.
That's it. Your time to practice will be given to another project to be
Another
good.
thing.
So I normally do work on the add-ons and then
Okay.
so I'll try and complete that one and then forward them.
Okay.
I'll try and complete and then.
Okay. No problem at all.
All right. Okay.
Yeah. Take care then. Good night.
Okay. Good night.
Mm.